I think one of the biggest lies that women have to deal with is that they are taught that our emotions make us irrational. But our emotions carry information. And when we learn how to listen to them safely in a safe way, they can completely change our lives. For years, I judged my emotions. And believe me, this is still ingrained in me. And I do occasionally shame spiral, but is so much less often than it used to be. Big emotions come up and we don't know what to do with them. So I used to think I'm too sensitive, I'm too emotional, I'm too much. And I learned how to disconnect from myself, especially my emotions, so that eventually my body and my emotions talked even louder, because they're not going away if we ignore them, if we push them down and try to hide them. They just aren't. It's going to cause anxiety and exhaustion and make us shut down. Our emotions can temporarily be ignored, but they do not disappear. They will never disappear. Our body will continue to try and speak to us. So our emotions are messengers. Our anxiety might say something like, I don't feel safe. And our anger might say something, a boundary was crossed. Sadness might sound like, I need support. Exhaustion might say, I've been carrying too much alone. But we don't hear that, right? We just feel the exhaustion. We feel the sadness. We feel the anger. And we don't know what's lying behind it. And we need to kind of do some work to find that. But most women were never taught emotional safety. We were taught emotional suppression. We were taught not to feel our emotions, and no one ever validated our emotions. So instead of becoming friends with our emotions, we fear them, or we ignore them, we suppress them, we brush them under the rug. We never want to look them in the eye face to face. Emotions create physiological changes in the body. It might create different breathing, different posture, different muscle tension, a different nervous system state, excuse me. But when emotions are repeatedly suppressed, the nervous system stays activated. That is why emotional awareness is actually nervous system work. It is not weakness. It's called emotional intelligence for a reason, right? Okay, so let me show you something real quick. Okay, I'm not so sure if I'm going to be able to draw this, but I'm going to try my best. Okay, so this is the front of a car. And these are the headlights, right? That's light coming out of them. Okay? So I want you to imagine covering these dashboard. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry, I drew like headlights. I have my notes here and I was drawing the wrong thing. So I actually want to draw like a dashboard. So like this is your, speedometer. These are the little lights that come on, warning lights, warning lights, warning lights, warning lights, exclamation point, warning lights that come on all the time. And sometimes it feels like there are a million warning lights on the inside of our car, right? So imagine if you just taped over the warning lights. You would have no idea what's going on. And that does not fix the underlying issue going on inside the car, right? Our emotions work the same way. We need to remove the tape. We need to look at everything. We need to pull out the manual and start journaling on, hey, what's going on inside my body? I need to tune in with myself because I'm the expert on my body. I need to figure out what's going on because the emotions are going to continue to speak up. And if we keep taping over them and ignoring them, brushing them under the rug, we're never going to be able to fix the underlying issue. And I even use that term fix lightly because, yes, we're kind of using this analogy and metaphor. It's not a perfect one, but it's more knowing what's going on inside your car, inside your body, because I don't want you to feel like you're not fixed, you're not perfect, you're not whole and complete the way you are, because you are. But we do need to look within. We do. We need to know what our emotions are trying to tell us. And we need to listen without shame. Your emotions are not ruining your life. Your emotions are trying to guide you back home to yourself. When we listen, oh my gosh, what a difference, instead of ignoring them and bottling them up. And that's when we explode. When we stop fearing our emotions, life will change. I promise you. We'll stop shame spiraling so much more quickly. It's going to be amazing. Stick with me here. Subscribe. Hear more videos like this. Check out my 2 free resources below.